and today I'm stoked to bring you a guy you may have seen on your TV screen on shows like Rachel Ray, The Today Show, or Entertainment Tonight. Tommy DiDario is a TV host and lifestyle contributor. He covers everything from celebrity interviews to human interest stories to lifestyle topics surrounding fitness, wellness, and so many others. Someone that we are so glad to bring on the show today during this quarantine time, especially to help us kind of figure out how we can look a little bit more well-polished or just feel a little better coming out of this all together. Tommy, I appreciate you for spending some time with us. We were just talking about this. It's not the times when you and I would be in a suit or a collared shirt anymore. So I'm glad to see you're just as relaxed as I am, man.
Oh yeah, it's all about comfort. I still want to bring a little flavor, but I'm all about comfort.
That's what it is. It's like a nice turtleneck or what you have on, which is like the button. We'll get all into it, man, in terms of how people can still look and feel good all together. But I want to get a check-in. How are you doing before we dive into all the great things that you're up to now and were up to before the quarantine? I got to see how you and Gio have been, man.
We're hanging in. I say we all have to take it day by day. It's all we can do. So that's kind of my approach. I wake up, it's a new day. I tackle the day, and I wait for what's to come next.
Yeah, let's not wait till later, Tommy. Let's talk about it right now. You got a new Instagram Live daily show, which I'm so impressed with because you're putting out content every single day on Instagram Live, along with other people who are doing it. But the people you're bringing on and the things that you're talking about, let's talk about Let's Stay Together. This is something you launched. It was probably how long ago did you launch it, and what kind of inspired this, man?
Yeah, so I launched this kind of right as everything shut down. So when the world shut down, I thought, okay, what am I going to do? Like, I have no work to do. I'm stuck in home in a New York City apartment, and I want to make the most of this time. I kind of went into flight mode, right? It wasn't panic mode. I said, I want to do something that matters. And I knew there was a lot of anxiety out there. People are really struggling and they're stressed out. So I thought, what if I give people a daily dose of inspiration where I talk to celebrities who have something inspiring or hopeful or motivating to say, and I do a weekly show, a daily show actually. It started out being like, maybe it will be weekly, but now it's every day. And I bring these guests on and we get to dive into topics that these stars don't usually get to talk about. It's different when you're on a red carpet and it's who are you wearing, or what was filming the movie like, or what was this actor like? Yeah. These are detailed, in-depth discussions about everything from health and wellness and fitness and going after your dreams and overcoming obstacles. So it's been a really fun thing. And let me tell you, I can't lie, for me, it saved my life. Like, the amount of joy it brings me, and I look so forward to doing these interviews every single day because it gives me hope and inspiration and motivation. So it started with me wanting to put something out to help everybody, but it also ended up being something that kind of saved me during this.
But isn't that a great feeling? It's like you get to do something for yourself while doing something for others, and not many people get to say that they do that, Tommy. So I'm happy you're doing it. I love tuning into it every single day, and this is something that I think a lot of people weren't thinking about prior to the pandemic. It was more of that forced panic that we felt. Well, what do I do? Do I grab the toilet paper? Do I go get all these masks? Do I grab the Lysol? And then now that we're kind of comfortable in that, knowing that the grocery stores are still open, the essential workers are still out there busting their butts for us, and now we can kind of focus a little bit more on how we are not only impacted, but how we can impact other people.
Yeah, for sure. It's super important. And that's what I love about the show. It's something that creates a community, right? And celebrities are home and they're not always around to do interviews like this. So I kind of quickly jumped on it. I have to say, I think I was one of the first to start a show like this because it literally was like the day after everything shut down. And I said, okay, I'm just gonna go for it. And I started asking a few friends I've made in the business, to do the show, like Billy Porter I know, and he was like, let's do it. And then it really turned into a show where I'm pitching publicists and management teams, and I'm going after all these people I don't know. And I started it early on.
Has there been anything you've kind of newly discovered about yourself, your life, your overall look on life? Anything new that you've kind of been like, wow, Tommy, I haven't really thought about that until, this quarantine hit when I had more time to think about it?
Yeah, it's really, really funny. My level for more surface things has really, really gone away. Like, it's hard for me to deal with certain things now. I'm somebody who always kind of has prided myself on having a brand that's inspiring and hopeful and motivating. Not me, but like the things I talk about. And I gravitate towards that. Like, I'm not the guy that's going to go on TV and talk about how awful somebody looked at the Met Gala because they wore a certain outfit. That's just not me. I might talk about the ones I liked, but I'm not going to rip people apart. And it's really funny. I've seen people doing some lives where they're doing that. They're talking about, you know, fashion in a really negative way, or critiquing celebrity gossip. You know, these two people got a divorce and what really went wrong. Nobody cares. I don't care about that. What I care about is telling a story. And if something happened, like somebody went through a divorce, let's say, I'll tell that story, but I'll tell it gently. I'm not going to critique it or give my opinion because no one cares. So when I see things like that, when people post or talk about things that to me really don't matter, I have no tolerance. And that really, really, really has come to fruition in this, you know, quarantining, because I'm like, I just want to be around people that matter to me and talk about things that matter and surround myself with that.
Tommy, thank you for coming on. I'm so stoked to keep tuning into your Instagram live show. I think what you're doing is very impactful in such a meaningful and positive way for people. You know, you have my viewership, you have my heart. I'm so excited to have met you, man, especially under these conditions in this time. So thanks again for coming on. We'll look forward to seeing you back in the studio on all the national shows that you always appear on in the future.
Thank you, man. It was so nice talking. Thank you for having me.